Most people are asking the wrong question about Iran's stealth drone. They ask, is it as good as America's? Is it really stealthy? Is it just a copy? But those questions miss the point entirely, because the real question isn't how good this aircraft is. The real question is, what happens when stealth stops being rare? That's the story of Iran's flying wing combat drone, often compared to America's most secret aircraft, and why its existence quietly reshaped modern warfare long before most people noticed. For decades, stealth followed one rule: only a few countries could afford it. It required elite materials, advanced computing, precision manufacturing, and a defense industry that could absorb failure after failure. Stealth aircraft weren't just weapons, they were industrial flexes. That's why stealth once acted like a geopolitical firewall. If you couldn't build it, you couldn't challenge air dominance. And then something unexpected happened. Stealth didn't spread through alliances, it spread through capture. When a highly classified American reconnaissance drone came down intact inside Iran, the loss wasn't just tactical, it was philosophical. Because stealth depends on secrecy, not just of shape, but of assumptions. Iran didn't just gain hardware, it gained reference points: how sensors are arranged, how signals are managed, how stealth shapes compromise between aerodynamics and control. From that moment forward, stealth was no longer theoretical, it became replicable, and that led to something the West had spent decades trying to avoid: stealth without permission. Iran's flying wing drone isn't dangerous because it's global. It's dangerous because it's local, quiet, and patient. This aircraft wasn't built to cross oceans. It was built to loiter near borders, to wait, to observe, and to strike after other weapons have already confused defenses. That's a crucial shift. Instead of replacing missiles or aircraft, it complements them. Missiles overwhelm. This drone confirms, and then it finishes. That makes it a second-wave stealth system, something many air defenses are least prepared to handle. Look closely at its shape, and you'll notice something revealing. It's not optimized for speed. It's not optimized for payload. It's optimized for being overlooked. Internal weapons bays preserve its signature. A flying wing profile minimizes radar returns, and its operating altitude places it above short-range defenses, but below where strategic radars expect bombers. This isn't brute stealth, it's practical stealth. And, that matters because practical stealth scales faster than perfection. Here's a detail most discussions skip, but it changes the entire strategic picture. This drone doesn't need a runway. That means no fixed air bases to pre-target, no obvious launch windows, no predictable sortie cycles. It can deploy from roads, from improvised sites, from places intelligence planners don't normally prioritize. In modern warfare, predictability is vulnerability, and this system is designed to be unpredictable by default. Yes, the drone has seen combat. Yes, strike footage has been released. But the strikes themselves aren't the most important part. The message is, each operation quietly signals that airspace isn't binary anymore, detection doesn't equal interception, and dominance isn't absolute. Even when the drone is lost, the exchange can still favor the operator, because forcing advanced air defenses to activate, to search, to reveal radar behavior, can be just as valuable as the strike itself. That honestly turns stealth drones into flying probes, not just weapons. Comparing this drone to America's B-2 sounds dramatic, but honestly, it's misleading. The B-2 is about global reach, while Iran's drone is about regional friction. One enforces strategy, and the other disrupts it. And here's the key insight. You don't need global reach to destabilize a region. You just need enough uncertainty to slow decision-making. That's what stealth drones do best. They force adversaries to ask, is this real? Is this bait? Or did we already miss it? Part 8. The Swarm Future No One is Ready For. Now let's zoom out for a moment. This drone isn't meant to operate alone forever. Iran's broader drone ecosystem already includes long-endurance surveillance platforms, low-cost saturation drones, and precision strike systems. The flying wing stealth drone fits right between them, acting as the silent coordinator, the final verifier, and the precision closer. As autonomy improves, these drones won't just follow instructions, they'll share targeting logic. That's when stealth stops being about hiding and starts being about decision advantage. Part 9. The Sanctions Paradox. Sanctions were supposed to slow development. Instead, they reshaped it. Forced localization produced indigenous composites, domestic control systems, and homegrown propulsion programs. Not perfect, not unlimited, but, well, sufficient. And that's the uncomfortable lesson. You don't need the best technology to shift balances. You only need technology that works often enough. Part 10. Why this matters beyond Iran. This story isn't really about Iran. It's about what comes next. If stealth can be reverse-engineered once, it can happen again. If flying wing drones become accessible, others will follow. If air defenses must now assume stealth at all times, costs explode. Stealth is no longer a monopoly. It's a precedent. And once precedents exist, they spread faster than doctrine can adapt. This drone doesn't make Iran a superpower, but it does make one thing very clear. Air dominance is no longer guaranteed by size, wealth, or reputation alone. In the modern battlefield, advantage belongs to whoever can appear late, be seen last, and strike when certainty disappears. Stealth used to be a wall. Now it's a leak. And once that leak starts, every military on Earth has to assume someone is already flying where they aren't looking. That's why this story matters now. Not because of what this drone is, but because of what it proves is possible.